Welcome to my garden. So today I wanted to show you that we've made lots of changes in the garden, and I'm sorry it's been a while since I've made another video just because we've been really busy trying to remove trees. You can see behind me here we removed 3 really big trees plus that other really large pine tree that I showed you in my last video. So this area is completely changing, and it used to be a woodland area where I used to have the hydrangeas and stuff. Everything is changing, and so my world is like it's been kind of upside down a little bit, trying to figure it all out. And it was kind of a crazy weather at the same time. We removed the trees, and we had literally right after that we end up in a very hot and windy weather. Pretty much for about a week and a half I have been done nothing but trying to keep the plants alive, and you can see it was really windy, so it broke my one of the rose trees here. You can see here, let me show you how the rose tree here literally broke. And so I've been just trying, and I've been watering, trying to keep them alive, and you can see it's still really dry. So literally this is very morning for us, and so literally right after this video I need to start watering. But I wanted to do just a quick video to show you all the changes that's going on. So this big large pine tree, you can see right here that it's been cut, and the guys were really nice. They offered us really good price. We were able to afford it to be able to get these trees removed. And so big pine tree, there was another quite a large tree. I wasn't sure exactly what type of tree this was, but I knew I didn't want it this here because my idea eventually what I'd like to do, this terrace area here I would like to replace, because there is lots of cracks and there's lots of settlements in this house that we need to repair or redo this area. So as we try to do this is a very big project. I really don't know how long it's going to take us to get this done, but when we are able to do it, I was hoping to sweep that area into here and have a kind of a pergola, maybe covered space for a sitting, so I can get everything out of the way, because this is kind of like walking space. And that's why I really didn't want the tree, and I realized that might as well just get this tree out anyway. And then there was a really big weeping willow here, which was very unhealthy, and most of it inside was hollow. And the guys looked at it and they said, this is really dangerous. It will fall on you when you're here, out here working. And they really suggested to take this down. And honestly, I'm really happy in a way, because it was really truly unhealthy. It's been here for a very long time, and I think it hasn't really been watered or taken care of before us. And so it was, it started doing a little better as I started watering since we've been here, but it was dropping leaves constantly, and it was really hard for me to do video, because when it was windy or breezy, this area would just be piled up with leaves, and it was really hard for me to keep cleaning it so I can present you my garden in a better shape than normally is. So I'm really happy to get rid of this tree, because I don't have to work as hard cleaning all the stuff that it drops all the time, all year round. And it now opened the area and brought a little sun, which, as you know, I planted roses under this tree, David Austin roses, and they are so happy now. You can see I already have several blooms, because what we did is we lifted the canopy of this tree up as well. So now I have more sun coming in, but not too much, enough that it gives the roses nice and enough sun to really perform and thrive. So so this area is really changing, and of course all the areas that are I have hydrangeas now, it's a lot more sunny areas, so they have been struggling. Our plan is getting these stamps. George and I, we need to probably cut them down as much as possible, take them down, flush to the ground as much as possible. And then I ordered environmentally friendly granules that we can just poke drill holes on it and drop those granules inside, and hopefully that helps within a couple of months. It's supposed to decay the roots, and hopefully eventually they will be gone. So I really didn't want it to remove any of the roots because it would disturb the entire garden. They were already having trouble cutting these trees because there's gardens all around it. And it took them much longer to bring these trees down because they had to get up there and slowly cut the branch by branch so they don't damage what's underneath. And they were, yeah, it was very hard for these guys, but they did it, and they did really good job. Some things got a little bit damaged, like this rhododendron, but it's okay. Everything is fine. They will bounce back, whatever is here. So yesterday it was still very windy. Today is the first day that I don't have a lot of wind, so I'm trying to get my watering done, and I have a couple of projects, just mostly cleaning and pick up all the things that the wind just dropped everywhere. And then my biggest thing today is taking these hydrangeas to my friend's house and planting it there. So I have a couple of large ones that I'm going to give away to one of my friends. She has space for a shady area, and they are going because now I really don't have room for them. I don't have shadier spot where they can be happy. So I'm going to take out this one, this one. These are all big leaf hydrangeas, and then there is another 4 or 5 here. These guys are going to go to our friend's garden. Hopefully I can help her plant today. That's my project. And see, I haven't even been able to clean here because we cut 2 more trees here. There was 2, wasn't really large. It was kind of thin a little bit, but they were very flimsy, so they were, you know, moving with the wind every time. They're very dry, and they had hardly any green in them, and so I was worried that they would fall down, you know, if we had another wind. So we went ahead and cut 2, which also helped to bring sun in this area where before it was shady. And so I think there is another tree that still needs to go. Hopefully this winter, if all goes well, there is one that's really leaning, and they said this will probably fall as well. So in the winter time, I can cut down dahlias and stuff like that. Hopefully they can get in there a little easier, and maybe we can remove this one. These are all supposed to go, and hopefully eventually we can get rid of them because you can see they're all really dry. We kind of cleaned up as much as possible on this large one, but hopefully we can just get rid of them. They're very old, and they probably will fall eventually anyway. They said they're very dry and half dead probably. So that's what's going on here. And then what I'd like to do here is probably plant roses, which, you know, I'm not really sad about planting roses because I love roses. They perform all the time. They perform all summer long, and I love the hydrangeas in their peak time. But they, you know, after they're done, and with the winds, you can see the sun, and winter has really damaged. Nothing that they will not bounce back as soon as we take them to the proper place, give them proper light, proper water, and everything. They will thrive next year. However, right now they're just really not in a great shape, and they need to immediately be taken care of. So this area will be roses, and I wanted to show you a couple of things that I bought that I'm going to plant, but again, I'm not going to do it today just because I have I need to get my watering done first and try to get these things done in between the things that I have in my, you know, I have to do today. So, but I wanted to kind of talk over and show you what's going on. So I ordered this gorgeous tree. Now this is a red bud. The name of this red bud is Red Force. So it has these gorgeous burgundy leaves. Look at these leaves. This is a new growth, and it has this gorgeous gloss, beautiful leaves. Now these leaves, they don't look great just because when it's been watered in a nursery, looks like they had a hard water and it's stained, you know, quite a bit. But it's not going to be like that in this area. So what I'd like to do, let me show you what I'm thinking to do, and you let me know what do you think. But I still like to bring something in that area just because it would be really nice to get a little bit of a protection from the afternoon sun, because afternoon sun kind of comes right here. So what I'm thinking to do is to plant these red forests in this area right here. Maybe I'm hoping to be able to plant maybe someplace right here. And I think this will look really good because also it will glow in the sun, because the sun in the afternoon also kind of comes this way, and also will give a little protection to the house as well. So this tree will be about 3 meters high and 3 meters tall. So this is a medium-sized tree. It's not unmanageable when it gets really big for me, and it will not take over, and it will still give a little bit of a protection. So we'll see. But I think this is going to be a really beautiful tree, and in the springtime it has these gorgeous flowers which I think I'm going to enjoy. And so here I have planted a few Ito peonies which I'm hoping to live, and then I ordered some Austin roses to be able to plant here. So I think it's going to be really nice to have some roses around this tree. Hopefully we can get this stump down, we'll mulch it, everything is going to look fine in the end. This area, I really don't know what to do at the moment, because eventually I would like to remove this area to build a pergola here, but I don't know how long that's going to be. So maybe what I'm going to do is probably plant roses and boxwoods and make it really beautiful area. Maybe have a container here until I'm ready to change this area. So because again, I just don't know how long it's going to be. So yesterday I was able to do 3 transplanting above my watering, because it took me all day literally to get through one side to the other, and sometimes it doubled because the wind was blowing hard while I was watering. So you know what it looks like. They were drying, you know, as I walk away from just being watered. So I had to go back and keep giving them water. And so after I was able to get that part done, I transplanted a couple of hydrangeas, and I'll show you here in a moment where I transplanted them. And but I also wanted to bring your attention to these few things that I have that I'm going to plant. So there's a couple of Japanese maples, and then also another David Austin rose, Judy Dench. So this is a very beautiful, has a gorgeous apricot color, which I'm loving, and they have a beautiful scent to them as well. So I'm going to plant another one, I think right there, because when I excuse me, when we try to repair this area, what I'm going to do is kind of sweep from here. So this area is not even going to be in the picture. So it's going to kind of cut this way to give us enough room there. But this is sunny area now, and I think that rose, we need another one here. So a couple of Ito peonies I will bring here. Also, what I'd like to do, I'm not certain on this yet, but I'm thinking that this beautiful whipping Japanese maple, now this one is the name of this Japanese maple is Heartbeat. This is kind of one of those rare varieties, and if you won't buy Japanese maples, you always have to look at their availability. Like I had names on my list, like Strawberry Spring and some other ones that I really wanted to get, but they're not available. And one was available at the time. It was sold out so quickly before I could even jump on it. So anyway, but check the availability, check the ones that you like, and then decide, you know, keep an eye on it and see when they arrive. You need to kind of get them right away. But this is going to be dwarf Japanese maple, and it's going to only get up to about 1.5 meters tall. So I'm thinking to plant this somewhere right here, because I really want to see. It has beautiful color. color. Look at this, a new growth on the stems have this beautiful red color. It's gorgeous, and I don't know all you know, they vary throughout the year. They change their colors and they're gorgeous. So I'm thinking it would probably be beautiful to have it somewhere right here. I have another one which Maria Smith, you asked me what was the one that I didn't mention last time. I've been holding on this for a while, and so this one is the Wilson's pink dwarf, and this one is you know, they really need to be planted with the summer heat and the wind. They got a little bit of a leaf burn, but I think this is going to be gorgeous. This tree is going to be about 1.5 meters tall as well, and this one has a gorgeous pink color in the springtime, so when it lights up in the spring, I think it's going to be really, really beautiful. So I might need to plant this one somewhere right here, because this area still gets some protection from the sun, but still has enough sun for this to thrive. So anyway, Wilson's pink dwarf is going to be gorgeous. This one is going, and I'll show you here in a moment where this one is going to go, but this one is a very interesting variety. It's not looking great on the leaves because I've been, again, having a bad weather and it's been struggling outside, but it's okay. Nothing is going to hurt this plant until next year. But this one called Hinode Nishiki, and this is going to be about 2.5 to 3 meters tall, but you can see this has most gorgeous plants, and I hope that George will put some pictures of this on the screen when in our video when it presents to you, because it changes the colors with the variegated, with the green and orange and yellow, and you can see the new growth is red. This is a very beautiful one. I think I am really excited about this one, and this one is going to be up there in the garden. So when I plant everything, I will update you and I'll show you where they all went. So I'm very excited about these Japanese maples. They bring such an amazing variation of colors in the garden that it's just so exciting for me. I can see them from far away. Their shape, their leaf shape, it just looks absolutely amazing. So now I wanted to take you down and show you that all our hedges are gone, and then this new area that I've been, you know, I had an idea how to design, but this place ended up all the plants that have to be moved or transplanted, they end up there. So anyway, let's go and I'll show you what is going on here. So this area, we also have been able to remove all the hedges, which I'm so excited. I don't have to cut them anymore. I used to cut them all the time. It was really lots of work, and I really didn't like them because they were very old, and you know, blackberries were inside constantly. So anyway, as we are coming down on the north side of our house, you can see this is the new area that we created last year, and there's still lots of work needs to be done and stuff, but it's doing okay. Everything is healthy and good. So I moved one of the benches down here because I thought it would be really nice to have a bench here, but because we planted another climbing rose there up there in my last video, these cypresses were on the way in the way of the climbing rose. And so I decided I really didn't want to just throw them away, or anyway, I decided to just bring him here, and maybe it will give us a kind of a vertical, you know, interest. So for now, they're here. I'm not really liking them, but we'll see how they perform. If they get thickened up and do well, I probably will keep them. If don't, if they, you know, still kind of looks scraggly and not really full, I might just remove them. I don't know. But these two hydrangeas, yesterday I transplanted from up there because I'd like to keep them. I need to just trim them. I just was able to put them in the ground really quick because it was getting late and dark. So I just need to come and trim all the dead flowers and maybe just take them down a little bit for next year. And then I had two peony trees that I had to remove because it was getting way too sunny in that area, so I brought them here. They're struggling, but they will be fine for next year. So this area is kind of becoming, I don't know, like the area where I need to move plants for now, and then it will shape up later, because as you know, everything just evolves over time. So as we approach this way, you can see all the hedges are gone. I am so excited. I wanted to get rid of these hedges for such a long time, and so now this area just so open and beautiful. You can see all the way down. George cut the grass yesterday. Everything looks really, really nice. There are some dead trees that needs to be removed. Lots of stuff have to be done, but we're slowly working on this property, and you can see the terrace, as I was talking about, being replaced. It has to sweep this way as well, so it's a really big project. It needs to come down all the way here and go all around the house, and then hopefully I can make a beautiful garden here in the front and maybe have some containers. I think this area is eventually going to be really, really beautiful, and I love it. I think this is really gorgeous. So anyway, you guys, this is all for today, and I wanted to bring you and show you everything that's going on, what we are working on. Just really busy with the heat, fighting the wind, trying to keep everything live, and try to do anything additional. It's kind of crazy. So, but this is what's going on, and hopefully I will go ahead and plant everything, and I'll update you where they went and where I've planted them in my next video. So thank you so much for everyone who is subscribing and supporting my channel. You have no idea how much I appreciate you and how much I appreciate your support. So please keep subscribing and giving me likes on my videos. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.